Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Space Run with me, TheDragoclaw. So, for those of you who don't know, Space Run is a sort of tower defense game on rails. Basically you're in space and you can see this ship here. You've got all these turrets that you can set up, and it's just like a tower defense game except you're moving through space shooting down asteroids and pirates. And your goal is to get from A to B. It has been recently released on Steam. I'm playing this a couple of days after release. There was a hiccup on release where it would crash the computer every time you tried to start it. I myself managed to get around this by plugging in my second monitor, and that appears to be a fix for it for most people. The developers are trying to figure out why this is happening. They've been fairly good about it, trying to release patches to fix it, but so far they've been unsuccessful. I just hope that they can fix it soon, because this is a pretty decent game. You can see I've played a little bit here. That's just to get an idea of the game. I think they said about 30 missions in total, so I'm going to try and play through all of those. I played through the first few myself, hence the score, so I can get a bit familiar with the game. But I'm just going to create a new profile here. Can I create another one called TheDragoclaw? Probably not, nope. Then let's just call this one a proper spelling of my name, Drago. Okay. So I'm gonna press play here. I think the audio's okay. I might be a little loud, so I'm gonna be kind of silent while the story plays through. So you can listen to it yourself. It's fully voice acted, so yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes after a brief loading screen.
The year is 2525. Space is no longer the final frontier. Mankind has spread out to the farthest reaches of the known galaxy. Those far reaches are dangerous, filled with space pirates, deadly asteroids, and random anomalies. That doesn't mean the people living out there still don't want stuff. That's where I come in. I am Captain Buckman. I pride myself on being the best fracking pilot in the galaxy, if not the universe. Back in the day, I flew for Earth Force. After that, I won the space racing tour 3 years in a row. Thing is, past accomplishments don't pay today's bills. In order to make some quick cash, I've adapted to the times by becoming a space runner. These days, I deliver packages to the far corners of space. My motto: when you need it there yesterday.
Great news, Captain Buxton. I have picked up a transmission from Outpost Omega 36D. BC, the biggest transport company in the known sectors, is looking to hire space runners.
What does that have to do with me? I'm an independent, lone wolf, a maverick.
Ah, well, not to cloud the issue with facts, but a glance at your accounts shows you have exactly 0 credits.
I admit, business has been slow. Maybe I need to snap your motto, or a new website.
And due to a string of, let's call them, bad breaks, you do owe the mob far more than 0 credits.
Can't believe the Android rugby team didn't cover the spread. Okay, I guess I can listen to the offer from BC.
I've contacted BC. Their CEO, Susanna Siren, will give you their terms when you reach the outpost.
Okay, so there's a little bit of an introduction. This is the tutorial level. I'm going to rush through it as far as I can, because if anyone's going to be telling you how to play the game, it's going to be me.
Our ship in the center of the screen. You can also see our command bridge.
That's the command bridge, for those who didn't know.
You can change the view by moving the mouse cursor to an edge.
The entire game takes place on the screen much like this. Everything outside this area that's in blue, everything outside this area, the stuff that is in blue rather, is out of our sensor range, so we can only sort of detect and see in real time what's inside the square. Press spacebar to center on the ship when you need to, but otherwise you can move with, I believe, WASD? Nope, not WASD, your arrow keys, or by moving your cursor around the screen.
I've activated the tools construction panel for
and
Click on it
you
to
can't
open
zoom in and out, but all the construction,
Once selected,
I guess you could
can
say,
place the thruster
takes
on
place
the
on this
ship's engine by clicking
sort of
on a
hexagonal
valid
grid.
location.
The ships are very, they don't lie to you about,
Great.
you know,
As I
this
am
is just a
sure you are
floating
aware,
platform in space that you're going to shoot
space is a
stuff with.
dangerous place, filled with pirates and asteroids. Let's get ready to take them on. Now the weapon construction panel is activated. Click on it to open it. Select the laser cannons can be oriented before placing by using the mouse wheel.
I'm doing this
is
just
very
here.
important for your
It's kind of hard to commentate
Use
over
the
this
mouse
because
wheel to
it
change
is a
the
tutorial level.
orientation. Then click on a valid ship location to build your laser cannon.
Okay, so to start off with, you
Great job.
have just the very basics, like you have a laser and thrusters, and that's pretty much about it. But you can upgrade to get shield generators and missile launchers, and each of your individual turrets can fire, or can be upgraded to fire in like, multiple times, or to be reorientated so that you can like spin them around after they've been placed.
Move your mouse over the floating hex nuts to collect them.
And of course, the currency is, if you're listening to him instead of me, currency in this game is hex nuts, which you get by destroying stuff and then hovering over it. So there's a little bit of interaction, like you've got to be fairly quick, because when you've got enemies streaming in full size, you're concentrating on making sure they don't blow you up, you're blowing them up, and collecting all the rewards from doing so. Tutorial level is kind of slow,
Due to the
but
volatile
you
nature
know,
of
it's
our
a tutorial level, so
constructions are bound to suffer some
That's a
damage
given.
during our trips. If a construction is damaged, you can repair it at the cost of some hex nuts.
I instinctively went to try and build another turret back here, but you don't have to, this is a scripted event. They fly away after they've done a certain amount of damage. It just gives you a chance to repair. Repairing it takes a certain amount of time and costs a certain amount of resources.
Adaptation is an important aspect of this job. If you don't need a construction any longer, you can recycle.
Recycling construction, I rarely do, only if I've like misplaced something by accident and need to like free up a slot or something. I suppose you might be able to like min-max because construction like takes 2 seconds to build a turret. So as soon as you don't need one, you could deconstruct it, I guess, and rebuild it somewhere else, but... Oh, recycle a construction on the ship. Okay. Let's recycle the engine, because I like my gun.
Good job, Captain Buxton. Now that you know the basics, put them to good use to ensure our safe arrival. Remember, if we die, we don't get paid.
Good advice. Okay, build 3 cannons and reach 300 thrust power. So now we're just sort of giving us a bit of free roam to play the game how we want, how we wish. Although, given the limited space and the specific instructions, we don't really have too much we can actually do. Quite often helpful hints will appear right there on the screen. It's kind of annoying because they obscure your view. I don't know if this is just my computer because I've been having resolution problems recently, but the text does seem a bit small. I hope you can still read it, or at least hear the voiceovers.
Consider it done.
So thrusters cost 100, hex nuts, turrets cost 500. Usually stuff comes in multiples of 50. I say usually because the stuff that I've found out about, like the missile turret and the shield generator and things like that, they've been in multiples of 50, so I presume it goes for all the things in the game, but it might not be. You can right click to deselect a building if you need to, by the way. Okay, and now we've completed the objectives, the end place spawns in front of us. So that's basically what the game is going to be. We take off at one of these stations and then we shoot a lot of crap, basically just try and live to the end.
Captain, sir, I have Susanna Siren, the CEO, CFO, and all-around head honcho of Big Cargo on the line.
Let me have a debrief.
Let's not keep the lady waiting.
Mr. Mann, thank you for taking my call.
Call me Buck.
Of course, Buck. I hear you're a bit of a wild card, hard to control, and a general pain in the behind.
Don't believe everything you hear.
I also hear you're the best pilot around.
Okay. Believe some of what you hear.
We here at BC pride ourselves on fast, safe delivery.
Yeah, I can do that. With emphasis on the fast part.
We don't usually hire freelancers, but our demand is very high now.
I don't usually work for other people, and my need is very high now. So we're even.
Good. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, it's not exactly rocket science. You give me crates filled with stuff, then I take them where you want them to go. ASAP.
Very good. If the first delivery meets my expectations, there will be more work for you. Good luck, Mr. Mann.
Wow, Susanna's hot.
How do you know? I did not see you take her temperature.
Androids.
Ha ha ha, android humour. Okay, so whenever we finish mission, we'll have something like this happen at the end, and it sort of advances the plot. It's not bad, but again, it's not going to win any Oscars. Now, I have not got my Bandicam display up at the moment, so I'm just going to pause the recording and try and sort that out. And I'm back. Okay, so looks like we've been going 11 minutes, so we can start the first mission.
Sir, we are ready to load cargo onto the ship.
So,
Remember, BC prides themselves on fast, safe delivery.
yes, thank you, Adam.
Click on an...
Okay, so every mission will start out like this. You get shown your ship design, and then you get a certain number of modules that you have to put on. So all of these modules have to be on the ship before we can launch. You're always given a thruster and a few cargo containers. Might be 2 like we have here, might be 4, might be 3, just some numbers, and you have to put them on your ship. Now, there are different types of cargo. This is just standard cargo, so we can put it wherever we want. But there's various other types, there's nuclear waste, it's kind of explosive. Then there's passengers which need a space view. We'll get to those passengers later. I've got some bad things to say about them, but for now we can just put these guys wherever we want them, and I think the best place to put them would be in the middle here.
To rocket and roll.
I'll forget you said that. Let's get this old crate moving.
Okay, so yeah, we've got everything on the ship, so now we can launch. And this is our first real mission. Okay, so you're given a little bit of time at the start here to get to grips with what's going on.
I'm sure something will pop up soon.
You get given 1 credit every second, usually. There might be an upgrade to increase that, I don't know.
Sometimes
And you're always given, your threat detection radar can tell you where these enemies are coming from. You're given displayed roughly how many there are, how long they're going to be here until they approach the edge of your sensor range, and what their trajectory is. So usually you have enough time to set up a turret or rotate a turret to face, and then you just have to let your turrets do the work. Okay, so we're gonna have to collect these hex nuts fairly quickly, and then build another turret and rotate it to face upwards. Now the first upgrade I'm going to get is the ability to rotate these turrets after they've been placed, because that is extremely valuable. Okay, so we're going to have 6 fighters from the 1 o'clock and the 3 o'clock, separated by about 15 seconds. In fact, maybe exactly 15 seconds. These drones are quite annoying, because especially if you don't have shields. I like to take... oh, hello there. We're gonna have some trouble. More turrets. Okay, so these guys are on a swooping attack pattern here, and then they're gonna go backwards. More thrusters go faster, I know. That is something I neglect. If you look down here, you can see, this is our current path, and this is, the expected delivery time. I think we get bigger rewards if we arrive earlier than the expected delivery. I'm not sure what happens if you get there after the expected delivery because, well, I've never not done that. Okay, now this turret's taking quite a bit of damage. I can't rotate either of these turrets to face him, unfortunately, because we don't have the upgrade. You'll hear me complain about that a lot. Okay, I'm going to build another... Okay, repair... Recycle... And rebuild. I'll be far happier when I have a bigger ship. Although with bigger ships come bigger responsibilities. Oh, asteroid fields. I'm so glad these are the ones that only take one shot to blow up. There are some really nasty ones coming later. Oh, are we gonna make it through without a scratch? Oh, no. It took a hit to the front, that's okay. And here's the
Job well done.
end of the game. You didn't get all 3 thrusters, but that's okay. So, this is essentially the gist of the game. You get reputation points based on how well you did. Like to be less than 317. Oof. Well, it wasn't too far off, so I don't know, I'll call that a draw.
Well done, sir. You will be happy to know Big Cargo has paid you for the delivery.
Did Susanna tip?
Let's not push it, Captain Buck. I suggest you reinvest some of this newfound wealth into ship improvements.
Sure. I'm a firm believer that change is good, especially when it helps keep me breathing.
Excellent. After each successful space run, you should visit the engineering section. This is where all the most successful captains go to purchase new modules for their ships. You can also upgrade existing ship features here too.
I'm giddy with anticipation.
I have been monitoring the airwaves and noticed your reputation is growing.
I've always had a rep.
Yes, but now your reputation is positive. As your reputation continues to grow, I am sure you will be entrusted with more deliveries. As a bonus, you will have access to more powerful modules and abilities in the engineering section.
It's good being me.
Yeah, it's gonna be really awkward if I find that the audio wasn't actually high enough and you couldn't hear any of that. Let's just hope that's not the case. So, yeah, here we go. After each mission we can go to the engineering screen and we can upgrade various things. For example, this turret. I'm gonna buy this right now because I know that's what I want. This upgrade lets me reorientate the turret, so that's really useful. You can see here we've got missile launcher, and then there's various other upgrades you can get as you progress further on. They're unlocked as you get better reputation. There's also over here we can get force fields. I believe we still need a higher reputation or maybe more money. Kind of looks like we need more money. Yeah, this is 1,000. Okay. Space thrusters, you can upgrade these. I haven't actually done too much with the thrusters, to be honest. Could be quite interesting. And then you've got cargoes that you know about, and then you've got threats that you know about, so you can sort of analyse what their deal is. You can also do like the stuff down here you can have a look at. I'll go into them as they become relevant, basically. Don't think there's anything else I can invest in. I can invest in this. No, I think I'm going to save my money. Okay, so as we progress through these, we unlock different missions, and there's lots of different factions we can do missions for. But I think I'll end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.